final.
And of course, Richard, here we go. Two attacking players. There's going to be lots of goals in this one. Houston from left to right, and ZEZINHO from right to left. This is Houston's fourth event of the year. ZEZINHO's second. Houston with the first chance of the game. It's going to be intercepted by Paolo Maldini.
Actually, a red-timed shot as well, which shows maybe a little bit of nerves early doors. Forfeit for Houston.
You heard it from Borash just a second ago with the guys on the couch saying back in Manchester last year he lost to ZEZINHO, and the Brazilians were loud there cheering him on. It's going to be ZEZINHO kicking us off here. And I was just mentioning Manchester last year. That's creeping back into his head again as R9 steps up and scores for the Brazilian.
Early start for ZEZINHO, the exact same early start we saw against Tuga in the quarters, we saw against Pina in the semi-finals. And he's rocked at that past David De Gea in the sticks. Probably a little bit of goalkeeper movement from Houston's taking him off balance slightly. But it's ZEZINHO breaking the deadlock here in the console final.
Of course, they've already guaranteed 850 Global Series ranking points each and $7,500. It's not about that. It's about trying to get yourself into that cross-console final, trying to play for the trophy. And those all-important Global Series ranking points, and it will be Houston that comes forward now. Maybe he can reply straight away. Ronaldo, I haven't seen one of them in a few months.
In a few years.
Of course, Ronaldo doing it as well. Why not? Vieira into it again. So patient on the edge of the box that we've seen so many players do. Ronaldo into a drag back. Oh, it's all coming out from Houston.
What a bit of play from FIFA Houston.
حلو الرد السريع ده.
With Cristiano Ronaldo, you're going to see it on the replay here. Drag back into a little couple of step overs, a slight shimmy from CR7, and he fires us back into a level game. I think we're in for an absolute.
هسجلها ماشي، بس تكس الجيم اللي فات سجل الاول في الماتشين وكسب.
Houston playing that Randers kit. I'm sure he could do with their fan base here right now. They made a lot of noise in the Super League with Mal Bastia and Hassan. I'm sure they'll do it again for season 2.
ماشي، هو زيزينهو هو اللي سجل الاول دلوقتي.
Played in the playoffs there last year in Copenhagen.
Lost in the semi-finals
against Bromby. Too much heartbreak for him this year. He'll be wanting to push on from that. As I kind of explained earlier, December was a really big month for him in competitive FIFA for Houston. Played a lot of events. You can see the Global Series rankings. Both of these players aren't in here at the moment.
تكس ده غريب جدا. انا عارف لو اي عامله اللعبه مخصوص عشانه، اللي هو تشوف هو بيلعب ازاي وعملتها علشانه، مش هيكسب كده.
We'll probably move into that top 10.
Maybe just 10th. Yeah, he might just about snatch 10th. Back to goal. ZEZINHO. How's he got that much time? Cancelo. Right place, right time to stop that. And it's hoofed all the way back again. I know David De Gea has been interesting in a number of games off the bar. Houston saying, what is happening?
Early pressure here.
شفت القائم ده اللي قدام تكس كان طول الماتش يجيب قائم 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 وما مش عارف يجيب في جوان.
Sit yourself down. This is going to be a long old 2 legs of FIFA.
Really good bit of composure there from Houston. He knew that the angle was slightly tightening with Ronaldo. So he just a little ball roll, dinked back into the box. And Kylian Mbappe jumping up to head that past the goalkeeper. Mbappe so good in the air. 99 heading, 93 jumping from the Frenchman. With alongside 99 finishing.
والصراحة هو حظه حلو وكل حاجة، بس أنا مع الناس اللي هي بتقول إن الحظ ما بيجيش غير اللي بيتعب ويستحقه. هو الولد بيشوف الحاجة الأوفر باور فين في اللعبة وبيعملها. لما كان التايم شوت هي أوفر باور ده كان بص بيقعد يعملها. هو بيدور على الحاجة اللي فعلا اللي هي اللي مؤكد تجيب جون وبيعملها. بس ده ما يمنعش إن هو لعيب جدا يعني.
Of Houston semi-final, I should say. I'm going to say there's plenty more goals in a ZEZINHO semi-final. ZEZINHO won 6-2.
حتى جاب جون تاني زي الجون اللي جابه نهائي البطولة اللي فاتت، اللي هي لما قعد لما عمل 3 سكيلات ورا بعض.
Over 2 legs of FIFA.
Took him 180 minutes to score that in the last game, Richard.
is in.
He's fed it through down the line. Lovely threaded through ball to Neymar. Just a little basic accelerated facial into a little dig to the back post. It was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Sorry to interrupt. You saw the goalkeeper movement from Houston. He was just edging him off the line, expecting the cross into the box. He's been quite aggressive in his goalkeeper movement as Houston. It's big movements. It's not the subtle movements that you see maybe from Tex, maybe from Nicholas. It's quite big, almost daring movements from Houston with his goalkeeper.
And he's come forward again now. He can never settle for a simple goal, can he?
بصوا والله احنا عايزين لعيبة عرب تاني تشارك اكتر، بس المشكلة ان مفيش دول مؤهلة من الدول العربية غير السعودية والامارات وقطر بس. مصر غير مؤهلة، كل الدول بتاعت شمال افريقيا غير مؤهلة. حاجة لا هو زيزينيو تقريبا برازيلي.
Joined the leader for the most wins out of a region.
شوية بس هو مثلا ممكن تقول ان هو سوري لبناني حاجة كده.
Of course, the competition running since 2004, and it will continue to run again this year at the end of the season. Oh, another day, someone dives in, and that's a penalty. Lucky enough for Houston, no one dived in there, and he can go straight back down the other end with Cristiano Ronaldo. I think the key thing here is ZEZINHO likes to start a game well, and Houston, although he went 1-0 down, he's responded the best way possible by going back in front.
And in Houston's semi-final, obviously he likes to play the 4-4-2. He had to change. He changed
طب
into
وأوستن
the
شبه مين
4-3-1
بقى؟
and matched up Diogo. That's simply how the game went. He had to match him up and play the slow, sort of tentative style that Diogo likes to play. In this game, they're both playing their own formation, their own play style.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, how many times?
Is simply the better attacking player will win the game.
As you said, Richard, both fantastic attacking players. Simply attack against attack here. Added time of 2 minutes. ZEZINHO's going to get an attack before we go into the interval. Crossed all the way over for Ronaldo inside to R9 off the bar.
Shake of the head from Houston. He's going to take a sliver of a lead into half-time here in the first leg. In your PS4 console
فعلا زيزينو مش ظابطة معاه.
What a game we've had just there. Them stats at half-time,
مين
they're
سايب
the
جزر
stats
ده؟
that you usually see after a full game of FIFA. 6 shots, 4 on target, 4 shots, 4 on target. Both these players just attack, 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 and you love to see it in such a big game.
That's exactly their play styles as well, Richard. Maybe not as many skills in the attacks as ZEZINHO's on the other side of that. It's not even Houston doing it as a show-off. He's doing it to his advantage.
They're
to be unpredictable.
skill moves. Effective skill moves. Boro, La Croqueta, Elastico. These skill moves are used in the right area. They're not just done for flash.
And we're going to see a few more here, I'm sure. Maybe not with Hullet or Vieira. He's going to just recycle it between them two. Vieira is fouled, but playing an advantage. Marcelo to Eusebio. He's fouled. Advantage played again. It goes all the way over.
Yeah, Sandro's done well there at the back post as well. You had runners arriving late. Alex Sandro jumping up, making sure he does the defensive duties adequately.
Saw the run there from Mbappe. He was slightly offside on the left-hand side. He's
طب انت فاكر هو كان بيجي على قناة
on the left-hand side of his formation.
أنا مش فاكر الاسم بس أنا ممكن أكون فاكر
We're
الكرتون.
approaching our last third of the game. Lovely, just lofted ball down the line, but it's going to be slightly too heavy. We'll go out for a throw-in though. It's actually going to fall to ZEZINHO. He's got very fortunate now. I think it's a good little deflection on the way out. We still have another leg of FIFA to play here. Remember as well, that is 53 goals in total that FIFA Houston has netted in. Tex has scored 54 in the competition.
I'm trying to work out, is ZEZINHO using the Basel kit?
I believe he is, Richard. I did see that as well. Ball goes all the way over now. This is
Mbappe.
Dropped inside.
That's fantastic play as well. I'm surprised he didn't try and cut that back. I'm
really surprised he didn't try and cut that back.
Did FIFA Houston.
And this game is so open now. Mbappe, he's going to have a ball roll into a drag back again, all the way over. Still leaves us puzzled. He tries to get a little connection on that of Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe it was at the time, punched away by David De Gea.
The time is flying in this game because both of these two players playing such attacking football. We're already 2/3 of this game completed.
Look at Vieira, a few ball rolls, why not? Well, she played it straight back into the Vieira.
عشت الاسامي محمد. انا اسمي محمد برضه، اسمي محمد ايمن، وانا يعني اصغر منك بسنه.
95. I tell you what, it's going to open up perfectly for game number 2. Hullet just drives that through into a track back. Got to be careful around the edge of the box as well.
Yeah, how many penalties have we seen given this weekend? The Ramos stepping out.
It's always been Ramos as well, isn't it? Ramos involved. You heard Paul say, make a joke, if he's had 99 and given away penalties, that would be a on stat that Ramos would certainly have.
99 aggression from Ramos. He just steps out, and especially when you're manually defending and your opponent might back you up, he might do a drag back. It's just the tiniest bit of contact. You'll get penalties gave against you.
R9 now. Scored the first one for ZEZINHO. Tried to play it through to fellow Brazilian Neymar.
Yeah, and Ustun's player switching there wasn't.
والله أنا اتشرفت بمعرفتك، يعني سليتني بدل الفراغ اللي أنا قاعد فيه الصحراء دي.
Switching to Cancelo, who had to step out and win the ball back in the end. But you're seeing constantly running back with his two CDMs. Instead of bringing his defenders out, he'll run back with his midfielders. So his defence is staying put. And it's also bringing the CDMs.
Look at the gap.
Centre mid
Look
back.
at the ball through. This is Neymar. Can he dink the keeper? Plays all the way over. Surely, yes, he will. One mistake like that, and now you find yourself 3-1 down.
Of course, Ronaldo will win it in the air. It's an open goal, but the difficulty to this
لحد
chance.
دلوقتي كلامك صح، اللي سجل أول واحد خسران.
Just here from FIFA Houston, you're going to see it on the replay. This little dink right here, some players might ball roll in that occasion, some players might not actually do anything and end up getting taken out by the goalkeeper. And also a couple of changes coming here from FIFA Houston. R9 up top, Messi at left mid, and Kante coming into the centre midfield to freshen up.
I'm sure Tuga's watching somewhere. 4-4-2 in action. And the 4-4-2 working incredibly well. Used to the little dink, as you mentioned, Richard, into the path of Ronaldo. Anything goes in the air and it's near Cristiano Ronaldo's head, he's going to be winning that 9 times out of 10. I think Messi's been introduced as well.
يا هلا بأهل السعودية. وأنا كنت عارف يعني هو يعني اسمك يدل على أن أنت سعودي، وطريقة كلامك برضه يعني معروف.
4-5-6-1 lead. He wants to be taken into the second leg
مشرفين
because he
يعني
knows
في
he's
بطولة العالم.
defending.
There we go. Certainly not over yet. Thank God we've got a second leg. 94, prime icon moment, Hullet. He's everywhere.
Yeah, ZEZINHO coming straight from kickoff, getting a goal back from the replay. Hullet into... It's straight down the middle of the goal. I'm asking questions every single time I see a goal like that going over the goalkeeper. It's not in the corner. Hullet on that 5-star weak foot, just rattling it past him. But still, I'd be disappointed if I concede a goal.
Especially after just going in front by 3-1 as well. You're expecting to leave this game with more than a goal advantage.
Especially of that nature where when you see it that close to the goalkeeper, I suppose he has hit it early.
يا عمي دلوقتي نبقى في ألعاب، بعد كده نبقى في حاجة تانية يا عم، إن شاء الله خير يعني. هنعمل إيه يعني؟
Nearly a finesse as well into the top corner. Neuer in goal, and obviously
ربنا يخليك يا رب.
back for ZEZINHO. They're the kind of only 2 choices that we don't see every pro sway towards.
Yeah, it's the Champions League Neuer, the +1 upgrade on his normal regular foot item.
Since Kante's been introduced, he's been full of energy in the midfield. Lovely ball. Can he get anything on that note?
Neuer, one of the goalkeepers that if you put a basic chem style on him, he goes to 99 across all in-game stats other than speed. The German international.
Messi. We can get an equaliser here. This is going to be an unbelievable second leg as we lead into that. A few minutes left, plus added time. Houston can get out of this with a 1-goal lead. Be something to build upon. It certainly won't be job done
This is the sort of second leg you want to be going into. A very tight and cagey affair for the neutral. Perfect viewing in a console final.
I must add as well, Richard, both Tex and Houston at this point have scored the same amount of goals. 54 goals they both registered in the competition. That's across Swiss style format as well, and knockout football. So there's no reason why those two are unbeaten still. Will we get one more attack out of Houston? Unfortunately not.
Maybe for ZEZINHO. He's going to come forward with a fresh Eusebio on that left-hand side.
Or maybe not. Maybe we'll get one more chance. Hill to Hill. Into Hullet. Back to Ronaldo. A fake shot. Into a shot! And an absolute bullet of a finish from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really good bit of play there from Houston.
على رأي أبو عمر خد واحدة دبي ومول عنب عنب.
Ronaldo, he was expecting the shot into the left-hand corner. He moved the goalkeeper all the way to the left into ZEZINHO. Houston's read that and capitalised on it with a low-driven, great-time shot into the bottom left corner and reinstates that 2-goal cushion into the second leg.
And that makes him the highest goal scorer.
كلامك صح، هو المسجل الأولاني هو اللي خسر.
goals to his name, but that's only half-time here across the 2 games. And of course, there's still so much to this story to be finished. I'm sure of it. 4-2 the scoreline, 6 goals in the first leg of FIFA here. But I'll tell you what, that goal at the end, I've never seen a ball being hit so hard.
Had some venom on it from Ronaldo there with that chance, but I've just seen both the two players have both gone off exactly separate sides of the stage. I think Houston might have gone and had a little... Right, Sehan, they were chatting to
Sehan,
earlier.
of course, obviously the coach that has been coaching Resende as well from Team M10, so I'm sure he'll be helping him out as well.
He's definitely in there having a little chat.
He'll be having a little chat. Of course, on the other side of that, you've got the guys from Team Hullet speaking as ZEZINHO. But let's have a look at some of those highlights from that game, because it was ZEZINHO that took the lead, Richard, just a few minutes in.
Yeah, ZEZINHO, nice little bit of play. R9, you see him just on the edge of the box. And then fired that with his left foot into the top left corner. Houston, he almost accepts the goal sometimes. Yep, okay, I'll get back into the game. Just give me time. And it only took him 5 minutes until he did answer back.
Of course, this was the goal he scored, Vieira into Hullet. So patient. I'll keep mentioning it between those two CDMs. Look at this for a goal. This has got to be up there as one of the best goals we've seen in today.
Really nice bit of individual play from CR7. No celebration from Houston. He knows that he's in a marathon right now.
هو فعلا معظمهم كده اللي كان بيسجل اول بيخسر، بس كان في ماتشات كان مساعد بيسجل اول وكان بيكسب. بس ممكن تقول ده بيحصل في ماتشين والباقي كله اللي بيسجل اول كان بيخسر.
There's Mbappe. He always saw the option, always saw the run. Even though he delayed it slightly, it still paid off for him.
And he built on that lead deep in the second half. That goal was on the 20th minute. We got another set of goals, you'd say.
Incredible last 15 in-game minutes.
Mistake from Ramos.
That was a mistake. Anyone would ball well that potential, just try and chip the keeper instead. Played it back across goal. And anything in the air, 9 times out of 10, Ronaldo is going to be winning it.
Yeah, the mistake from Ramos. He stepped out of the back four and just a lax pass.
طب انت تتوقع مين من الاثنين دولت هو اللي هيكسب بقى في المباراة الثانية
Eusebio going on goal, dig across the goal. Ronaldo, he's always going to win that in the air, but you see Hullet make the run off the ball. Left foot, first time shot, fired past the goalkeeper. 3 goals to 2, but it was a late goal from Houston to re-establish that 2-goal cushion going into the second leg.
Of course, as I described it, it's absolutely bullet of a finish. Had so much power in it.
It started with Ronaldo. Little spin, created a little bit of room. He made his run off the ball. Fake shot, shot.
Keeper
Simple as that.
Keeper just stood and watched there.
Winner in the semi-final, 6-2 winner. He don't have that luxury right now. He's got to come back from a game.
وفي جميع الأحوال هو هيضطر إن هو يضغط لأنه هو خسران. ولو اتخطف منه جونين يعني أوستن جاب فيه جونين فعلا النتيجة هتبقى كبيرة لأن هو هيضطر يضغط أكتر وهيخسر أكتر. بس أتوقع إن هو ممكن بداية الشوط الأول ما يضغطش جامد. وأوستن لعب ديفندنج أول ده اللي باين دلوقتي. لا كده زيزينهو ضغط زي ما انت قلت هو كده ضغط.
Of course, the 5th at Champions Cup of the year. Still one more to come next month where it's going to be vital for people that want to try and hit the playoffs to have a great tournament there. However, we still have not finished the story here in Singapore.
Story's got 2 more chapters left. Chapter 34, ps4 console final. Chapter 35, cross-console final.
Of course, it is Houston from right to left in this half, in that black strip from right to left, as I mentioned. On the other side of that, you've got ZEZINHO from left to right. The Brazilian who finds himself 2 goals down, and as we mentioned, 2 attacking players, but an attacking player that needs to get 2 goals or more to pull this back all square.
فعلا.
Lovely threaded through ball down the line. Ronaldo's going to
انا حاسه ان هو متسربع عايز يجيب جون بسرعه بسرعه.
It's just launched down the line.
It's crossed all the way over.
A little bit of Route 1 football there from ZEZINHO. Houston going to try and build into attack yet again with that 4-4-2.
هو زيزينهو اصلا وشه مش بيبان عليه اي تعابير او ايموشنز، بس تقريبا حركه، لو بصيت على حركه شفايفه وبوقه هتلاقيه فعلا متوتر.
ZEZINHO looking to spark a comeback.
Of course, it is Neymar and Ronaldo, I believe, up front.
What will be the catalyst for the Brazilian if he is to kickstart the ZEZINHO hype train once again? So it's stalled at the minute.
The goal would certainly get it going again, that's for sure. 2 ball rolls in quick succession, played it across. Unfortunately, R9 was not there waiting. You'll see he got the first goal in the first game for ZEZINHO. That was a heavy touch there from Yancasello. Lucky enough, he continued to look off. Look at Ronaldo, look at the space he's got. It's kind of Maldini, I think, tried to bait the pass early. Falling back to ZEZINHO again. He's had lots of the ball in this opening 15 minutes.
It's a nice ball over the top, but again, a little bit too direct for me. You've got a lot of time left on the clock, and if you're already playing this direct at 18 minutes on the clock, how's it going to look like in the 60th minute? Are we going to be seeing Rory Delapes long throws into the box from ZEZINHO?
Of course, 4-4-2, as you mentioned as well, Richard, from Houston. Not everyone seems to be swaying towards that, but the ones that are taking the risk sometimes can do well in the tournament. Here we go, here's Houston. Mbappe still somehow stuck to his feet, this ball.
He's playing in that 4-2-3-1 ZEZINHO. He just lacks a few numbers going forward. Again, another long ball, but he's isolated right now, Mbappe.
He's going to look for that cross, surely. Tried the fake shot, goes all the way over where Ronaldo is. De Gea, brave in the air, had to be. Houston just about survives that attack. Score still remains the same as we nearly approach that 30th minute mark in our second leg here. To repeat again, whoever wins this will be joining Tex in the cross-console final, where some will be lifting that trophy and picking up $50,000 alongside the 1,500 Global Series ranking points. Another threaded through ball down the line, a lofted ball, I should say. Can he cross this one over? I think Houston kind of knows what he's looking at. You just saw him nod there.
He's looking for the long through balls, the lifted through balls down the line. They'll be wise every single time.
You can just see Houston nodding there because he knows he's matched him up there. He knows exactly what he's trying to look for, potentially the cross, the El Tornado.
He knows he's got his number slightly. He's having to play direct. He's having to play sort of out of his comfort zone. I've not seen this before from ZEZINHO. This sort of just Hail Mary passes over the top every single time.
Those 2 goals are needed for ZEZINHO. The players also using Cancelo as well at right back. As you said, sometimes maybe slightly too direct, but a very fortunate bounce there did Houston. Technically, this game here, Rich, is a $25,000 game.
Wow.
Just let that sink in. $25,000 if you go and lose the cross-country final, even just part of the cross-country final. You guarantee Global Series ranking points. Think of this tournament as well, potentially a grand final spot. The FIFA World Cup grand final.
Yeah,
if you're more Houston, I would say.
I'd say even both of these 2 players. ZEZINHO will probably be
that's a mistake. He's giving it straight back to Ronaldo.
Roughly 2,000 after this game has completed. If he does go on to win it, Houston, like 2,500, 2,600 Global Series ranking points.
لا هو النهائي خلاص، هو اللي هيكسب من دولت هيلاعب تكس كمان شوية، يعني قول كمان نص ساعة ولا حاجة. يعني الماتش ده يخلص وهياخدوا بريك مثلا ربع ساعة أو نص ساعة وهيلاعب تكس على طول يعني.
Come off the legs of Maldini and go back to Manuel Neuer now. Such a different
النهارده آخر
story in
يوم.
this first half of what we saw in the first game.
اوستن ده مستواه حلو فعلا، هو اللي كان خد بطولة الفرق الزوجي.
Seems like the first game in this series was the free-flowing attacking game. This game, both of these 2 players slightly tentative, slightly nervous probably.
Played short. Neymar's over it. So's Marcelo. Goes as far as Cristiano Ronaldo to Mbappe.
حتى تعبير وحش ولذيذة يعني غريبة برضه بيعمل حاجة معينة.
Between obviously the best two PlayStation players here from Singapore. We've got Houston, who went 5-0 in Swiss and still unbeaten in the tournament. And the Brazilian ZEZINHO, 49th in the Global Series rankings. Has to defend this attack though. 2 red timed shots as well.
Yeah, just bullied off the ball there. In the end.
Needs to get into half-time. There's ZEZINHO, Richard.
Sergio Ramos there at the back. Look how deep ZEZINHO is right now.
Look at the overlap as well. Neymar's there. Ronaldo's made the run as well. If he scores this, surely it's going to be game over. Surely not! In that kind of area! An El Tornado finish from the Great Dane.
Yeah, it's fantastic from FIFA Houston right there. I think it was actually a Balassi flick, not an El Tornado in the final third there. Unbelievable composure and skill from FIFA Houston in that sort of area as well.
Goal for the visitors.
And potentially that goal, almost the most FIFA Houston goal that you're going to see throughout the tournament, could have sealed him into the FIFA E Grand Final with if he is to go on and win this game. 1,500 Global Series ranking points.
He's all smiles at the moment, but we've seen Houston before. We've seen how games can change in the past.
I mean, we've seen Shakespearean tragedies with FIFA Houston as the main character, where he's bottled 3-4 goal leads, and he doesn't need us to tell him this because he knows it. He's very open about saying this. And if ZEZINHO can get a goal back and start to plant that seed of doubt yet again in his mind, that could potentially be disastrous for the Dane.
I believe one of the biggest changes.
والله 7 اوفر على الراجل 7 كثير.
For ZEZINHO, who needs to attack more, needs to go forward.
ممكن نقوله يخلص 3.
Playing a 4-4-2 and
ولا انت قصدك 7 توتال يعني ذهاب وعودة مع بعض.
Straight up there as we get back into this one. As we start the second half as well. Not the way that you would have wanted to end that half.
والله هي لو هو كسب 3 الماتش ده يبقى هي 7 زي ما انت قلت.
Is it too much to ask?
I mean, off the first half performance, yeah, it is, because ZEZINHO didn't offer anything in that first half of the game, and Houston seems to be building into his confidence right now.
He is on fire right now. Falls back to Eusebio. 2 shots deflected, another one deflected into R9. A drag back. Elastico was there as well.
Deflection City for FIFA Houston right there. Everything just seemed to be going his way and bouncing back to him. Look at the back post.
تمام انا اتوقع نفس توقعك
Hullet's down the edge if you want to use him. Play back inside. Oh, takes the shot of Hullet. Wasn't time, wasn't even on target.
Slightly rushed, I think, there from ZEZINHO and Ruud Hullet. He could have potentially offered a 1-2 with Mbappe back to Hullet. Decided to take the first-time shot with Hullet in the end, but another pause cued from the Brazilian. Clearly wants to change something right now. He's trailing 3 goals. It'll probably be a 3 at the back for him if he is to get back into this game.
Look at that run from R9. You can just see him hovering around the edge of the box there. Expect something classy. Doesn't even need to this time. Look at the chances Houston is playing. When Houston is on fire, he's just... No one can stop this guy.
So Houston gone into a more defensive 4-2-3-1 right now. Very similar to what he did in the Diogo Pacheco game, where he just saw it out and sat behind the ball and waited and just saw that time tick away.
I don't know if you saw as well there, Richard, just to interrupt. Look at the stamina on half of those players still from Houston, which...
All high.
Which obviously shows the in-game stats that these players have, the prime icon moments, the team of the years, and also the tactics that he's playing. Maybe he's not pressing too much.
Most, I think, like 9 out of the 11 team of the year players have all got 99 stamina, which just goes to show how much of an upgrade these players did actually get. ZEZINHO, he's going to start to feel the pressure right now. Has he just beaten Pina and Tuga not to reach the cross console final? One of the hardest runs in a tournament for any of the players.
That's 2 top 10 players you've knocked out the competition.
Top 5.
Number 2 and number 4, of course. This is ZEZINHO's chance now. There's a goal back for him.
And now, with 30 minutes left on the clock, we've seen Houston in this position before, where he's let the game get away from him, and he's let his opponent back into the match. Are we going to see a more professional a more mature performance from FIFA Houston? That is the question.
كده الامل رجع عند الزينو. لو جاب جون كمان الماتش هيسخن.
You can tell we're not getting too excited just yet. 30 minutes left. Is there an answer?
The perfect way to silence ZEZINHO's comeback is to simply just score again.
I'm sure it won't be a simple goal. There'll be a few cricketers in there. There might even be an elastic or two, a few step overs into a ball roll there. Cristiano Ronaldo is just going to shield it.
Yeah, Cancelo and I think Ramos just doubling up on Ronaldo. And within 3 minutes, ZEZINHO was attacking once again.
Ronaldo to Messi. Luka Modric involved now as well. Just overplayed it, just rushed it as well. That panic is obviously going to be something in the mind of ZEZINHO as he makes another pause. He knows that as every 5 in-game minutes go, if I'm not scoring, if I'm not playing a lot better, I need to make a change.
That percentage of making the comeback reduces significantly every 5-10 minutes goes by.
Houston's turn to attack. As we said, a goal would probably see him through to the cross-console final. Ooh, he has to be careful there.
Yeah, we've seen penalties gave for that. Just 2 players coming together. But ZEZINHO attacking once again.
And as we head into the last 20 in-game minutes, Vieira and Hullet standing out as always, breaking up the play in the defensive third. Does win it back though. He's had a lot of the balls, ZEZINHO, in these last 20 in-game minutes. Look at Rio Ferdinand there. To make that run, 20 yards, you have to win it. He's done exactly that for Houston. And as long as you're not giving ZEZINHO a to make any changes, 1 goal will do it.
لا.
Great defending again.
كان أوزيبيو تحت.
This pause has been queued for quite a long time from he's on the far
Look
side.
At the run. Oh no, it's just not worked out for him. What a block.
Patrick Vieira getting back and doing the defensive dirty work where he needs to.
Staple in any pros team. Even more so, he's got that prime icon moment now. Marcelo to Ronaldo. Time is no friend to ZEZINHO at the moment. Where's this going to end up? Pull it. Inside to Neymar.
What a game we have got on our hands in the final 10 minutes. You can never miss an Houston game because you simply don't know what's going to happen.
Back post. There's the chance.
Oh! No! Goalkeeper movement is essential at this level. He moved him all the way to the left-hand side. And he played it straight at him, did ZEZINHO. He had all the net to aim for.
And we've been questioning the defensive side of Houston's game. And you know what? Fantastic bit of goalkeeper movement there to prevent that chance going in. ZEZINHO down the other end again. Oh.
Flashed past the post with 7 minutes left on the clock.
2 chances gone as well, Richard. He has to be thinking about that in his head. That's 2 chances gone.
Kante's got to be coming on just to strengthen up that midfield right now. For FIFA Houston, Pele also coming on with the attacking change. And I'm just having, I think it's ZEZINHO making changes, probably going 3 at the back, 3-4-1-2, 3-4-2-1 here in the latter stages of this game. 8 minutes is enough time to get back into this game. We've seen comebacks in 6-7 minutes.
And we've seen
in
Houston
FIFA times. And we've also seen Houston chokes, yeah, in all honesty.
We have. Just hope he's got that game volume up so he can't hear us. 7 in-game minutes left. Is it enough? Everyone's going to be forward now for ZEZINHO. We know how good attacking-wise he can be in this tournament. We saw it in the last 2 rounds.
This is a chance, he's turned it over.
Look at Eusebio. He's made the run there. N'Golo Kante, he's fresh as well, he's running back. ZEZINHO scores now. We're going to be in for a really interesting last few in-game minutes here in Singapore. Drag back. Done really well there, it's fallen back. Hullet to Hullet. Is there going to be a shot? Oh, that save.
What a save from David De Gea. Shake of the head from Houston. He knows he's under pressure right now.
Scores from this corner. It really is game on. To the back post. Keep.
Oh, David De Gea had so many question marks over David De Gea during this weekend, and in the 2 games where players have been able to perform the best in both console finals, David De Gea for Tex and for Houston has been remarkable.
I think he's pretty much there now. Added time. 2 goals now will be pretty much impossible. Round it off with a goal, Houston. before you head into that cross-console final up against Tex. Neymar, surely not from there. Oh, yes!
وات جول. لا خلاص كده خلاص كده خلاص ختمنا كده.
What a finish from Houston. Don't even think he timed it. What a finish that is. Neymar, El Tornado, goalkeeper flailing. And more importantly, FIFA Houston flying into the cross-console final to take on F2 Tex. What a game we have got for us right there.
And what a tournament the Great Dane has had. I think he's even in shock. 6-3, he's going to win this one. Just waiting for the referee to conclude it. Eusebio. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. FIFA Houston. He's in a cross-console final and with a chance, not just obviously he's already pretty much booked